So this summer, this past summer 2023, we ended up taking a little road trip, impromptu, no reason, no cause, no destination, and we landed in Canada, driving through Canada. We were actually planning on heading through Toronto and exploring like Eastern Canada as we came up from Chicago, but that didn't work out because at that time there was some intense and heavy flooding. So we decided to head west instead and make our way to Montana so we could actually visit West Glacier. We've never been, and we were told it was beautiful. And then we were gonna head down from West Glacier to Grand Teton, which is one of our favorite places to visit. But along the way, we had a little bit of car trouble. And yeah, it could have been avoided. I procrastinated, I put things off, and it created a really interesting and unique situation, and I'm gonna share with you guys here on this video, so check it out. Your hair looks really pretty today.
Hey, thanks.
All right, so we got a little bit of a Porsche Macan GTS road trip update. Now, we just slowed down for this construction zone. We're gonna have to cut this video short because back driver's side tire has a bit of a problem.
Oh, this is lovely. This is lovely. It's a good thing we're in the middle of friggin' nowhere. Hold on. You can get this over there. That's not good at all.
What in the world? All right, so I want to put air in it, but I don't know if it's going to really hold. The good news is there's a tire shop like 4 miles up the road.
The bad news is we're not gonna make it 4 miles
The
up
bad
the road.
news is they close in like...
How about you get in the car?
So we just take this. We backed up and rolled to the point where I could easily reach the puncture.
Can't see anything.
Let's go. And stick it in there.
Where you went. I wonder if I can flip the camera.
Get out of the road.
Said.
This. Unnecessary.
Spilled.
And just try to center this. If you want to see it.
All right, let's see if I can figure this out.
And then.
Especially because it's right by your face. Okay. There's some big trucks.
All right.
Okay. Figure it out.
We're getting some air.
Kid, get back in the car. Okay.
Until we can get to a reasonable PSI. Boom. All right, guys, we're pretty much dead in the water here. The plug did not last and shot out. And yeah, we're pretty much done. We're toast. So we're gonna have to some other alternative here, as we are about, I don't know, two and a half, maybe 3 hours away from our destination. Hey guys, I just wanted to give you a quick update on the USA Canada Summer 2023 road trip. And here we are in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. Stopped at Tim Hortons here to get coffee and a breakfast burrito. And I wanted to give you an update on the Porsche Macan road trip. We are currently sitting at 91,592 kilometers. See that there? This is important when you cross over into Canada. Switch over to KMH, and I did that by pushing on car. Please ignore how filthy this vehicle is because that's a little bit of a struggle. We've had one car wash so far, but car washes are not a big thing here in Canada. I haven't seen. But either way, you push car, and then we'll go to set, and then we'll go to the system, which is configuration of date, time, units of measurement, and language, and go to units, setting for pressure, speed, and temperature units. And so we change the speed to KMH. We could change temperature to Celsius. We could change pressure probably to kilopascals. or bar, sorry. Miles per gallon we could change to liters if we wanted to. I don't think that's like a huge deal. We just changed the speed to kmh just to make sure that we are legal. And that is pretty much it. We need to input our next destination on where we're headed after here. But each and every time I would go to get back in the car and start the vehicle and we'd head out for another day, or just after stopping to get fuel or whatever, it would go back to miles per hour. I fixed that. So the way Porsche operates is they give you presets, memory function for 2 options. And you have, driver 1, driver 2, or setting 1, setting 2, as well as depending on how many keys you have, your key can have its own memory as well. But there are certain settings that do not get stored in 1 and 2. So we have to set the key. And that's what I did. I set the key. And now each time we get in, it automatically starts off on KMH. So that's that. All right, we're just going to fill up real quick. Unleaded, 159.9. What's up?
Why in Canada is diesel so much cheaper than unleaded, but in the U.S. it's completely the opposite direction?
That's a good question. But we got 145 kilometers till empty, and we have at least roughly 400 kilometers to go. So we're just going to fill up so we don't find ourselves in the situation of needing it and not having it. Apologies for the wind. I don't have my mic set up. And I don't know if you saw that before it went away, but it says fuel to 100. Here in Canada, you have to pre-select the pre-authorization amount of how much you want them to charge your card to fill up before you get going. So I put 100. We probably had a quarter tank, and we determined that we are 63 liters to fill the tank. So we're at almost $40 now, and we probably need, assuming I'm roughly 40 something liters. This is just crazy math off the top of my head. I think we got enough. I think we did enough. Actually, I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna show you guys the current storage situation. We opted out of the Thule roof rack and just decided to squeeze as much as we could inside of the car, or inside of the crossover hatchback as possible. And there's only one way to do that, and you got to remove something back here to make that happen. I'll tell you guys about that. But I was actually really surprised to see what all is in Moose Jaw. We actually passed some dealerships, Honda, Toyota. I saw some commercial property for sale, for lease by Avis and Young. Really blown away by how sophisticated Moose Jaw is. I had no idea. And I guess we were lower than I thought, because we got $100. We're at 54 liters. So I guess we were lower than I thought. But with a 63 liter tank, we should be close to full when I get back in and crank it up, which I think, I think was calculating at over 500 kilometers. Let's see. Let's see what it says. Oh shoot, almost 700. Oh yeah, and I need an oil change too. So we were going to fill up here at the co-op, but I don't know what a card lock is, and this didn't look like a civilian fuel station.
I wonder if card lock means no ability to use cash at all, that it has to be credit card on there.
I'm not sure. But then the other thing is, again, things that are just like I was not expecting to see out here is Moose Jaw Ford dealership, and they probably have more trucks here than I've seen back home. But I think the truck buying market and inventory and supply chain is completely different now than it was. Look, they got plenty of trimmer F-150. I think every F-150 I've seen out here driving is a trimmer.
There's a Lightning.
They got a Lightning. Not sure if it's actually for sale. I I bet they probably even got a few Super Duties also.
I wonder why you can't make an electric truck not look electric.
But I'm not super excited about the new Super Duty. I'm not super excited about the new Super Duty. The styling does not. It just. I think they need to go ahead and do a refresh. What do y'all think? One other update tidbit. We're using the adaptive cruise control. We got a long way to go, and it's pretty flat, pretty boring, and the Porsche can get you into trouble, and it doesn't even feel like it. So we set the cruise control. At least I set the cruise control. If this one was driving, she put pedal to the metal.
Yeah.
But if the car gets really, really dirty, then the sensors on the front get covered in bug guts, and the adaptive cruise just won't work anymore. So, yeah, that's a thing. And ironically, it just happened. So this is the warning you get when it doesn't work anymore. Service required. Long story short, I need to wash the car. But honestly, I'll just give it like 5 minutes and it'll reset and it'll work again. But this is pretty much the extent of driving across Canada so far. Farmland, green, rolling hills. Actually, no, it's been pretty flat. But so far, now it looks like some elevation change. And then we were told to check out Highway 93 to see some mountains. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just farm and grain and manufacturing and emptiness. And then you come up on a new town and, you know, they got anything and everything you could possibly need. It's kind of weird.
I think this is salt. Right? Because there's a little thingy over there because of how snowy it gets here, maybe? Let's see what this is.
Your hair looks really pretty today.
Hey, thanks.
Now, you had a special technique.
Yes.
You wash it?
I washed it. I pulled back the little, I call them puppy dog ears, like the little sides on both sides. And then I put some mousse in it and like scrunch it and then just let it air dry. And then the next day it gives it a little bit more volume up here.
You say puppy dog ears, I'm thinking about all these other animals besides squirrels. Now, little bunny rabbits.
Bunny rabbits.
Bouncing in, hopping into the coffee shop.
Yeah.
But we're out here like in the middle of nowhere. Between Moose Jaw and wherever we end up in Alberta. I think it's Alberta.
Mm-hmm.
Although between Saskatchewan and Alberta.
Yeah.
Very little communication out here, I would assume, between neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
They're like miles apart or kilometers apart. It's a good thing, right?
Sometimes, unless there's like an emergency or something like that.
Now, we just slowed down for this construction zone. We're gonna have to cut this video short because back driver's side tire has a bit of a problem.
Oh, this is lovely. This is lovely. It's a good thing we're in the middle of friggin' nowhere. Hold on. You can get this over there. That's not good at all.
And the reason why that happened is because we slowed down and obviously the pressure dropped.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll come back to this. Well, we've got good news and we got bad news. Which one do you want first?
Good news.
The good news is, what in the world? Like bugs have died inside of my rim.
That's the good news?
No. Damn yellow jacket. The good news is there's a tire shop like 4 miles up the road.
The bad news is we're not gonna make it 4 miles
The
up
bad
the road.
news is they close in like 18 minutes. But the better news is that there's a Canadian tire 12 miles up the road, 13 miles, or 12 miles up the road. Or maybe 12 kilometers. I don't know which one it is.
Hopefully it's kilometers because that's shorter in miles.
These damn beasts. Jesus.
Don't get stung. How about you get in the car? Just
All right.
get in the car, sir.
All right. So I want to put air in it, but I don't know if it's going to really hold to get there.
If we stop numerous times to do it, that's the only way I can think
Yeah,
of.
but we went from 40
yeah.
to 28 to 13 in like no time.
Yeah.
So if I put it in, it may not even hold it to put it in.
So does it other place, will they come out here?
Oh my God. Huh? So we just take this. We backed up and rolled to the point where I could easily reach the puncture.
Can't see anything.
That's cool. I just had to put the probe reamer in to expand the hole. And now we'll just take one of these plugs and stick it in there.
It's a good thing you drive around fully prepared. I can't even see where you went.
It's in the inside.
Oh, that's why.
It's in there.
I wonder if I can flip the camera.
Get out of the road.
Let's see. So you said, where's the tire? There's the tire, but I can't really see anything. I'm really bad at cameraing. Maybe.
All right, then I want you to put this tip into this lube. I'm not gonna open the whole thing, not necessary. But we got some lube on there. Got the lube. Insert the repair string through the hole. Centered. So we'll take this, put it through here. At least try to.
It'll look very easy.
I think that's why they recommend the lube.
Makes sense. I guess you need a little more. Oh, that's smart.
And just try to center this. And insert tire repair string into the hole and push straight down on the insertion tool handle until the ends of the tire repair string are sticking out of the tire approximately ½ an inch. Push the ring sleeve down against the repair area while holding firmly. Pull it out. So you'll have to get on this side.
A lot of big trucks coming.
If you want to see it.
All right, let's see if I can figure this out. If I can get in there with you. I'm wearing my black pants. I'm not trying to get all up in there. I know that sounds awful, but.
So we put this in there like that. I'm trying not to get burned by this exhaust
Yeah,
here.
please don't.
And then,
especially because it's right by your face.
now the plug's in.
Okay. And now you should be able to put air in.
Plug's in. Cut, expose, off. We'll cut the exposed off.
Bee, careful. So many bees out here.
I don't know what's worse, this exhaust or the bee.
Both. Be careful, because the bee's at the exhaust right next to you. I can't get in there to see.
Nothing to see here.
Huh?
I said nothing to see here.
Okay, I'm just trying to make sure the vehicle's coming. Stay out of the way. There's some big trucks.
All right.
Okay.
Which I'd say the only thing that this kit's missing would be gloves, because this is kind of dirty. But
Do you remember how much that thing was?
it is what it is.
Or where you got it?
I think I either got this one from Advance Auto Parts or I ordered off Amazon. I don't remember. Or maybe this is the one you didn't buy this one.
My mom would have, if anybody. Oh, there's the bee back. Hold on, backing out. He's in the.
But it's the boulder
Is that a?
tool. I don't know what's up with the bee.
There's a couple of them now.
All right, so now I just need power.
Okay.
We'll put air,
Okay.
and we will head to Canadian Tire.
So I need to turn the car back on.
Yeah.
And that bee is back again, so be careful. All right, we're gonna get in the car right now. Wait. I can't, I need the key. It won't let me turn on without the key. Thanks. It literally says negative 33. Inside the car. No. I know, Bug. I can't do anything. I can't do anything. They're in the car. Don't sting me. Don't sting me. Don't sting me. Okay, yeah, Bug, get out. I don't know what's happening, but get out. Oh, shit. Don't sting me. Bug, stay out of the road. They're in the car and I don't know where they are. It was over my head a second ago, but I can't go anywhere. Don't sting me.
Oh, they're not bees.
What are they?
They're just like giant horseflies.
The yellow thing? It's showing negative 26 now, so
They're like giant horseflies.
air is going in, but I don't know the right.
So they're not bees.
All right.
Yeah, these things are just huge horseflies.
I was trying to figure it out.
We're getting some air.
Yeah, it says negative 23 now. It was negative 33 a second ago. However that works.
I don't know how it went negative.
Kid, get back in the car.
It's actually registering without rotating. We're just gonna keep filling this up
Okay.
until we can get to a reasonable PSI and hit Canadian Tire. All right, so we got a little bit of a Porsche Macan GTS road trip update. We've been sitting here on the side of the road trying to find a halfway decent place to pull off. These shoulders are extremely tiny, got gravel everywhere, uneven surfaces, but we had a puncture here, and it wasn't until we were entering into a construction zone and we had to slow down. And we slowed down from 110 kilometers maximum to we slowed down to 60. And as we slowed down to 60, boom, tire pressure dropped to like negative, or dropped to 28. And anyway, we ended up dropping down to like 15. At one point, I can't believe I got bugs dead inside my wheels. Another story. But we dropped down to like 15, and then we ended up at some point negative. But these tires are done. They're toast, okay? We had some camber wear that's pretty much eating up the inside. But what we did have was a puncture. We had a hole. We're almost at 40. So I just used my tire repair kit that I got here. And I was able to get Michelle to roll the car back so I could reach the puncture without having to jack it up and take the wheel off. And we plugged it. We put the air in. We're getting close to 40. I don't know what they stopped for. I hope they ain't got no trouble. Close to 40. I'll take the pump off, and then we're gonna head down to Canadian Tire, which is like, it says like 10 or 15 minutes up the road. We'll head down to Canadian Tire and see what we can get. All right, guys, we're pretty much dead in the water here. The plug did not last and shot out. And yeah, we're pretty much done. We're toast. So we're gonna have to some other alternative here, as we are about, I don't know, two and a half, maybe 3 hours away from our destination. So the best part about getting a flat on a road trip is taking all your crap out and putting it on the side of the road so we can access. Now, that's the plus side. The perk is that Porsche does include a spare. Now, I'm not going to get into particulars here on, actually, now that I think about it, this spare is actually going to be perfect because being all-wheel drive, the tire ratios need to match. They need to match. So we're going to throw this spare on and hoof it to the closest service station.
Uh-huh. Do you think where we got gas or someplace had a nail and that's what we did? We hit it?
Anything's possible.
Yeah. Man. The inside wore fast.
Yeah, because
Did you?
like this the other day.
Oh, you inflate that after you put it on? Okay, I'm just making sure. The orange is gonna make it look like a little baby ricer mobile. Wonder how this is gonna work since it's such a smaller rim.
It's diameter.
Okay. Then we gotta find some place with a tire.
It's intentionally empty to save space. All right, so we're gonna fill this joker up, 51 PSI, and then go find a tire shop. What happens after that? I missed the part where it popped. Honestly, I don't know why Porsche doesn't give you a full-size spare. It fits just fine. We'll see if we can get this joker to close. Close enough. Oh, okay. Who'd you call? Well, who said they wouldn't have it? So it's not good when you walk into a tire shop and he goes, I've got bad news for you. We're closed. These guys are closed. They don't have it. This tire, this, that, and the other. Weeks out on tires. And the pricing here on tires is make your teeth fall out. So anyway, we are CPO, certified pre-owned, so we're going to continue this trip and see if we can make it to the hotel that we already have booked for the night. And he's actually going to check the torque on this spare that I put on, make sure we're torqued down good. And then worst case, we get a roadside assistance to our destination. But then we'll figure out the tire situation in Medicine Hat or maybe possibly Calgary when we get there. She's seen better days.
Alright, so we are officially checked out of the Westchester one, but last night we got the option of walking to Boston Pizza or this place over here called
I got a grasshopper in there.
It was a steakhouse. Not the cheapest steakhouse, but we did get 10%.
How does that happen?
Our server, his name is Drake. I think he was new. But this way, I guess
Look,
that's
don't
called
do
Drake
that.
in Canada, right? But
Took a detour, pit stop. I want to make sure I got what I need just in case, but hopefully I don't have to use it. That's going to be a fun cleanup.